Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Hunting Shotgun mod, which is being made by users Hitman47101 and Deadpool2099. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is that oh so wonderful of guns from Fallout New Vegas, the Hunting Shotgun. And oh my, I'm so happy to have this thing in Fallout 4, as of course, first and foremost, you guys should probably know by now if you've watched any of my videos, my favorite thing is when modders add in weapons from previous Fallout games, as it just makes sense to me that these things are still kicking about in the universe, and besides, it also gives me some sense of consistency between the games, which I quite enjoy. And beyond that though, the Hunting Shotgun in New Vegas was actually a weapon I used quite a lot, especially in the low to mid levels of gameplay, which is where this gun is sort of meant to be as well here in Fallout 4, as it's meant to fit nicely between the double barrel shotgun and the combat shotgun in its usefulness and effectiveness, and I think it's got a nice home in between the two of those. And as an additional plus, it is a pump action gun, and frankly, when you think of shotgun, you think pump action, and that's something that's surprisingly lacking in Fallout 4. Now let's actually take a closer look at this thing in the inventory, and the standard short hunting shotgun is what we have here with all standard modifications, and you'll start getting this in the world at about level 8, and with, once again, the standard mods and no perks, this thing will do a base level of 70 damage, with, of course, the shotgun shells, and will do a firing rate of 5, range of 47, accuracy of 129, and weight of 9.5. And overall, it is a pretty impressive looking gun. I really do like the custom modeling and texturing that they did for this thing, and I actually should note that this thing looks pretty sweet right now, and this is the 2K download. If you do have a better computer and want some shinier weaponry, this one does also have a 4K download if you can handle that, which is quite nice, but this one's just the 2K, and I think that one alone fits in quite well into the game and looks pretty beautiful. Now, the 70 damage is pretty good, again, for lower to middle game, and this thing actually can do pretty well later on, as you can get it to a pretty impressive 122 damage. Now, that's with this Marksman Advanced Hunting Shotgun, which is the best I've been able to do so far with this thing, and as you can see, there are a lot of fun modifications that not only help with the damage, but also change the looks of this thing, making it feel a bit more personal. As you can see, we were able to change the materials of this gun, so we got some camo on there rather than that wood grain, and I always like when mods have that, because it's just nice to, you know, change up the looks of the guns every so often. Makes it a little less boring. Now let's actually go and take a look at the weapon workbench to take a gander at all the modifications you can make, and there are a sizable amount of them. Of course, in receivers, we have the pretty standard fare of things here, from the standard receiver to light frame, tuned, powerful, calibrated powerful, all the way up to advanced, which is that one that'll give you that 122 damage, and overall just, you know, what damage you want to do, better critical shots, etc. Whichever you want to go for is what you'll build in here. Now next, in barrels, we have 3 options, either the standard short barrel, a long barrel, which will give you some better accuracy and range, but maintain the lower amount of ammo that it can hold, or of course, a long barrel with long tubes, so you can fit a couple more shotgun shells in there, and that's always a nice thing. It means reloading less often. Now next is in stocks, where we once again have 3 different options, either the standard short, a full stock, or a marksman stock for better aim with scopes. Very, very fun to have. Next is the pump, which is quite interesting. We either have the standard pump or a small pump, which does increase the reload speed, which is quite cool. I like the idea of having the pump being a different modification. That's a fun addition, with this of course being a pump action weapon. Now the next is in sights. I actually am a little bit disappointed in this. I was hoping for a bit more options. We only have 3, either a reflex sight, a ringed iron sight, or a standard iron sight, which are all good, and I mean, it is a shotgun. You're not exactly going to be putting a long-range scope on this thing, but still, I don't know, it'd be nice to have some other reflex and hollow sight options in here, personally, but you know what, this serves the weapon quite well. Now, next is, of course, muzzle, where we have a no muzzle, a choke for exceptional recoil damage but inferior range, a bayonet for more, bash damage, and finally, a giant freaking suppressor. Oh boy, that thing is big. Oh, and one thing though, there will be an alternative suppressor in the future. It's one of the future plans, as well as, I should have mentioned it when we were in barrels, there is the plan for a shrouded barrel, so there will be some more modifications coming in the future, which will be quite cool. But beyond the muzzle and all the other things, we have one more option, and that's materials. And I always love when any gun mod adds in these things, as it's just nice to be able to customize things a bit more in the looks department. And we have wood material, polymer material to give it a nice black stealthy look, and of course a camo material for, well, camouflage, and it is some pretty cool options. Now, I didn't see this in the future plans of them adding more of these, but I'm hoping they do. Mod Maker, if you're watching, it'd be nice to have some more materials in here just for some additional fun. And those are all the modifications we can make, and thanks to that, I was able to make 2 other weapons here, a Marksman Advanced, which I showed you earlier, which does a crap load of damage, and I do really like it, and also a Suppressed short hunting rifle, or hunting shotgun rather, which, oh boy, is still really, really long with that giant freaking suppressor, but I mean, it's a suppressed shotgun if that's what you want. Alright, so let's exit out of here and actually take some shots with this thing and show you what all we'll have. We'll start out with the normal hunting shotgun, and we'll just bring this baby out and watch the spread. Notice where everything hits. I'm going to aim right in the middle of the water there, and let's see where all the buckshot hits. And some of it hit below the river, some of it hit above the river. That is the spread of this thing, which is a little bit crazy, but you know what? It's fun though if you're, close range, as it will do a lot of damage. Let's take a few more shots. There we go, and of course the fun reload animation, a nice custom animation in there. Reloading quite nicely, and there we are, all 5 rounds in with that just, oh boy, abysmal spread. And next we'll actually do the, the advanced marksman one. That'll be fun. This one has a bit less spread because of the barrel choices, etc., and of course nice scope for some accuracy. And boom on that. We are still getting some of that buckshot hitting on the other side of the river, but at least, right up on the coast. The first one was hitting like up there and also down here at the same time, whereas this one is a much tighter spread, which is always good. And finally, we have the suppressed, calibrated, powerful hunting shotgun, which will do 105 damage, and of course, is silenced, which is just weird. I don't know, the idea of a silenced shotgun just kinda, why? But you know what, it works quite nicely, and you can see that ringed iron sight that this one does have right there, which is actually a pretty nice iron sight for close range damage. Not the most accurate at medium to long range, but again, this is a shotgun. You're not really going to be doing much medium to long range work. But let's get back out the Marksman Advanced and, of course, go to our poor little wild mongrel here, which we always bully in these episodes. And I'm actually probably going to have to take a couple of shots on him, considering the spread on this thing. But let's see how close we can get with this one. And fire! That did nothing with the spread at that range. Oh my, yep, that's a shotgun for you. All right, across the river so we can come up on him more close. We've done, oh god, where'd he go? Ah, he's behind the bush. Come back, wild mongrel. Come back. Okay, come on, boy, you need to be shot. Oh, Jesus, is he just continuing to run away? Hey, we actually got him through the bush there. And close range shot, that did it. Not exactly effective at range, but you know what? Up close, it will annihilate enemies very beautifully. 122 at point-blank range is a heck of a lot of damage, and, well, that's the fun of shotguns in video games. But yes, that is the hunting shotgun mod here for Fallout 4, which I am just, again, so happy to have in here, as it was a gun that I enjoyed quite a bit in Fallout New Vegas, so having it here in Fallout 4 is just a nice addition. And if you would like to check out this mod for yourself, which I would definitely say to go and give it a try, you can take a look at the link in the description as always. But that is going to be it for today, folks. I hope you all have enjoyed, and of course that you do come back for the next one. Hopefully we'll be looking at yet another fun mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one. I'm going to go do a little bit more hunting with this thing. Later, folks.